only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ohio State's offense will start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it above.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Sooners will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Looking downfield on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Rush is on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
Zips it out to his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late.
Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Tight coverage there, did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Out of the backfield, he's open.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And This defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job, Ruffy.
And here comes the pressure and... he goes down again. The Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Sets up the screen. Comes it out of midfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. This time on target. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out fast. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Knobs. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. The quick out. At midfield, he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
All right, it's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Tries to get it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
To the air on 1st down. He's got him. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Leach. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. The run to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Under fire. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held him to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the...
Running free. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands. It's Dobbs. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, He's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quarterback adapted. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Griffin. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown Sooners! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Rides to back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. The throw to the outside is complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Lost the throw again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And he's going to have to get into this football. They blocked the kick. And they scoop it up.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Got a man. It's Prime. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Dobbs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football, and he's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Might be looking to run. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception.
Intercepted deep in his own end.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first interception. He'll always remember this moment.
Looking for a crease. It's Hudgens. Past the first down marker and still running. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football again.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. Got enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work. And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. He unleashes a long one. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Fires to the big fella. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Got a little space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Send the tight end in motion. To the ground with the back. There he goes. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the...
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Gives it on the option. Sweet cut there. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Hodges. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. He looked like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Right on the money. Oh, he's still got more. Turning it on. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The give on the inside. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll try the run. Picks up the first down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown Sooners! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's got it. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Hodges. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll pull it on the read. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and
makes a catch at the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at foie gras on the menu tonight in Eugene. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Still on his feet at the 40. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Off-play action on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Back to pass. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Run it with the fullback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball. And like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Touchdown, Sooners. The offense cashing it in on that drive. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns, palooza. What a nice day.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Lowers those pads. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Fry. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Calls his own number. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The play-action fake. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. They'll run for it. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to